Hello everyone, it's Thang and welcome to this video. So today we're going to be talking about one of the most frustrating things that we have to deal with, and that is mealybug infestation. So those of you who are new, what are mealybugs? Mealybugs are these tiny white puffy pest bugs that attach itself onto your plants and slowly drains the nutrients out of them and can actually pretty much rot your plants. But fortunately, we can battle with them and deal with them and mitigate the infestation as much as we can. There's never gonna be an end. Just to let you know that there's always lesser, not perfectly ending their cycle, right? Okay, so a few years ago, I made a video on how to deal with mealybug infestation, because I'm new and I wanted to teach people. It's exciting. But now that I have more experience, I want to share with you my experience with dealing with it, and it's been working very well, very extremely well, because I have a collection of pretty much 400 plants, and the last time I sprayed really is about a month and a half ago. So it's been working for me very well, right? And now I just see pretty much mealybugs here and there in a few plants every week, and that's it. So a lot of this is about consistency. There is no instant gratification. There's no instant results. You just have to constantly repeat the method every week until slowly waning them away. There is absolutely no end to the mealybug infestation, right? Just slowly and slowly. They'll come back, but slowly, then you understand that there's no end, but you know what? It's not like it's covering 90% of your plants and you're just gonna scream, right? So, okay, so before we get started, a lot of you pretty much have looked up how to deal with mealybug infestation. Oh my God, what do I use? Right? I bet you did. Okay, and a lot of the guides, even my old one, will tell you to use alcohol, rubbing alcohol and dish soap. But unfortunately, this right here, even 70% rubbing alcohol and this right here, dish soap, actually damages your plant quite a lot. And a lot of people don't tell you that. With my experience, using this on and off, now I just stopped using these on and off, it's been damaging my plants quite a lot. Alcohol burns the leaves, especially if left on for too long, and it's always going to be left on for too long. It's going to burn the leaves, number one. It's going to burn the stems, number two. But it does help to burn the mealybugs, but it just burns, right? Number two, Palmolive sticks to your leaves and the stem of the plant. And what happens when that does that, it blocks the airway for the plants to breathe, and pretty much will make your leaves fall apart. When you flick it, it just falls apart, which kind of sucks, right? But that's what we get for using these. So that's my experience anyway, and that's my recommendation. If it works for you, great, it works for you. Keep on doing it, but I don't recommend using these two at all anymore. What I recommend using is actually End All right here, Safer's End All, which I've been using since I believe midsummer until now, even till now, right? And with the consistency and constant, looking at my plants every week, just enjoying them like this, not worrying. But when I see a puff, I just spray. Right, so story is in November, actually in November, in mid-October, I brought all my plants in. I left them in here, and I actually did not spray until mid-November. And when I sprayed, I actually used 1.5 bottles of this. 1.5 bottles of this concoction, right? And that was a lot. That was a lot of spraying. It's pretty much a lot, right? But slowly, every week, I use less and less. So now, a month and a half later since my last spray, just here and there, not the whole entire collection, here and there, and that's it, right? So I do recommend using End All's, Safer's End All, 1 or 2, it's the same thing. 50 milliliters to 1 liter of this. That's it. Okay, so when you find a mealybug infestation, what do? This is what I do. I use a precision tweezer, which actually I have 8 of them all around my station here, so I don't lose them. So I have one here, one there, one there, one there. Just so what I do is I actually just take the tweezer, I go in and I pretty much eradicate the if there is a pus, I just remove all of them. I wipe them off, you know, whatever. I also remove all the mealybugs, right? And then I go and I spray them. I spray them not on top, unless there is mealybug infestation on top. I usually spray them on the side where the stem is, because that's usually where they are, right? In between the leaves as well. Then I definitely spray the soil, because that is where they come from, right? Spray the soil. It's very, very important, right? Spray the soil. And once I do that, I mark it, you know, and then I check up the next week, okay? And when you check up the next week and you see, oh, that's great, good job. It hasn't come back. But if it hasn't come back, do it again. And repeat that process until slowly waning a lot of the mealybugs out. Okay, so that's what you need to do. When you do spray your plants with this thing, what you have to remember, whether this or whatever it is, when chemicals are on the leaves, it blocks the breathing air holes of the plants. And you should really line this up before you water, or a few days before you water. So that way the water would wash away the chemicals, right? Even if you don't, you can do is a few days later, you can mist the top of the leaf so that way the chemicals would wash away. Don't water the plant, just mist the top of it so the chemicals would wash away. So that's my recommendation for you. And that's pretty much it. You just repeat the process until you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the beautiful plants. And that's it. That's how I deal with it. But there is something else that a lot of you do not do. So I'm gonna show you to you right now. Come on. So one of the most important things that a lot of people don't cover, especially for indoor plants, is good airflow, fresh air circulation. And it is essential for indoor plants, especially when it comes to pests control, mitigation, and all that other stuff, right? When you go to a garden center, nursery, or farm, you see there's tons and tons of fans everywhere, moving fresh air, moving stale air away, moving fresh air in, especially for the plants to grow. They need fresh air, number one. Number two, moving stale air away is good because stale air actually promotes pest infestation. As you can see here, this is a huge collection. Oh, where are you going? A huge collection. And last year, because I did not actually have good airflow, what happens is that stale air kept building up and I kept having infestation constantly infestation every single week. But this year, because of this setup, because it is next beside the window, air comes in, the door is also open, you know, air comes in. Don't worry, I have a little attachment so it doesn't, you know, fling open. It's only about 5 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice air flowing in. I also have 2 fans blowing the fresh air constantly into my collection, so that way stale air is removed. And you know, that's pretty much it. That's one of the most important things that people do not add into their home indoor plants, right? Good airflow is extremely important, but also because these are succulents. They are used to like dry air, dry, fresh air in the desert, right? Right. And that's pretty much it. So these here actually have more infestation than these here, because these here have constant airflow pushing in all the time, versus these here, they only have that window. There's nothing pushing the air here. So I always find that even my mom's orchids have much more infestation versus anything over here. So fresh air circulation is extremely important for pest control. Anyways, that's pretty much about it. This year, I haven't had that much infestation when it comes to bugs, and I'm actually super, super glad and super happy about that, you know? So that's my relay to you guys. Hopefully it does help you out, and that's pretty much it. There is no such thing as instant result. It's just consistency, constantly checking every week if you have time, or every other week if you have time. And this is what I enjoy pretty much every day. Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoy it, a thumbs up would definitely be appreciated. Share with people who have problems with this, you know, share with them. Hopefully it helps them out. And don't forget to press subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love ya, bye. Mwah.